The committee is conducting this inquiry into the 2024-25 budget estimates.
Minister, this is still happening under your watch though. This is your legacy. Are you satisfied that you provide the lowest amount of funding for TAFE students in the country?
What I can say to you is that we have got increased enrolments, we have got increased completion rates, and we've got improved connectivity in terms of employment and the labour market. I think most people in this country would point to Victoria and say that we are the game changers, that we have brought in major reform that was absolutely needed, and we are ahead of the pack.
The Royal Commission into Victoria's mental health system recommended the Victorian Government establish a new non-government agency led by people with lived experience in mental illness or psychological distress. Are you going to establish this agency the government promised? If so, why isn't it in the budget?
I want to reiterate the government's commitment to working alongside our lived experience peak bodies, our lived experience workforce and advocates. And we are committed to implementing every single one of the Royal Commission's recommendations.
Thank you, Minister.
Minister, what projects do you have underway to fix the gas supply shortfall by 2026, or have you ignored the warnings that we can't electrify by then?
Well, I think you've misunderstood the plans that the government has in place. At no point has anyone in government ever asserted that electrification is the solver, the single solution to gas supply shortfalls.
I'm just hoping you can go through some of the pressures on our ambulance services, and are we seeing improvements?
Our paramedics are responding to record high demand, with Code 1 demand 33% above pre-pandemic levels. Every single day, our paramedics respond to, on average, more than 1,000 lights and sirens Code 1 responses. If we compare that to 2018-19, where they were responding to less than 800 cases per day, that gives you some insight into the increased demand and the increased pressure.
Could you elaborate on how the implementation of the CDS has facilitated environmental conservations and support Victoria's transition to a circular economy?
So already now, if you're holding a can or a stubby or something in your hand, it's likely to be 70% of it is likely to be recycled. We'll move towards 100 in due course.
The government still has 146 plots of land currently being prepared for sale without due consideration of how those are going to form part of treaty reparations. So surely those sales can't go ahead without that consideration.
We've said in the lead up to treaty that we would not stop delivering the services that we currently deliver and the partnerships that we're currently delivering to Aboriginal community, that those things don't get put on hold while we wait for treaty. And of course, the rest of government business doesn't get put on hold as well.